Hey writer friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be sharing with you a day in the life writer vlog and sharing my proof copy. I'm really excited to share this vlog with you because I'll be sharing little tidbits and tricks and things that I am doing while I'm doing developmental edits for the first draft of Project Diamond, which was my NaNoWriMo 2020 novel. Sorry if you can hear my dog sleeping in the background and snoring. The struggle is real. But anyways, so what I always do when I finish a first draft is let it rest for at least 2 weeks. I actually took a lot longer between finishing the first draft and starting edits. Longer than I wanted to. I wanted to only take 2 weeks this time, but I ended up taking like 5 weeks. I guess I really needed the break, and you know, despite the pandemic, like the holidays were actually busier than I thought, and I felt like I needed to recover from that. So I gave it a much longer break than, you know, I wanted to, but that just made me that more ready to dive into edits. So throughout this vlog, I'll be sharing different resources and things that I'm using that are helping me get through my developmental edits. But so I had to share with you, so usually what I do is I print out the first draft and I hole punch it and I put it in a binder and I go through my developmental edits that way, keeping different big picture changes in mind and writing, you know, on the pages all of the changes I want to make, and then I go into the Word document and actually implement those changes. But another wonderful fellow author tuber, Natalia Lee, who I will link down below, she had a really great idea that she's been doing for her first drafts, where she actually prints out a proof copy of her first draft so that she has an actual physical book to edit instead. Now, one of her reasons behind getting the proof copy is that it doesn't waste as much paper and ink as you would as if you were printing it out at home. So I really liked that idea. And then the other thing is that just kind of making a mock cover and having that physical book just makes it feel that more real and makes you feel more motivated to work on it. And I definitely feel that way. So I created my proof copy through KDP, which is Kindle Direct Publishing. If you would like a video on that, let me know in the comments down below and I will take you through, because there was a lot more things than I thought, and like my formatting was kind of off, which I'll show you, but there was just a lot involved in the process, as you know, more than just like uploading your Word document and then like printing it out. So I was a little disappointed though in my proof copy, because what they do now for like ARCs or proof copies is they have this large band across the book that says not for resale, so they know that it's not like fully published yet. It's just a copy or an advanced reader copy that can change. I'm kind of bummed because like right where the band is like covers one of like the coolest parts of the cover. So I was like, okay, well, I guess that's why it's a proof copy, but I'll work with it. And it's totally not like a really good cover, but I wanted to have fun with it and just do whatever super quickly so that I could get the copy. So here is the proof copy for Project Diamond that I made on KDP. Oh, look at it! It's so beautiful. So this was a font that I used for my story Bible / binder for Project Diamond, where there were diamonds, which is just so cool. I really love that part. But as you can see, the not for resale is right across her crown, the diamonds, which I was like, it's like, that ruins the whole thing. Like, that was the whole point. So it is what it is, but I put my name down here, which is like really cool to see. It's so cool. And then my main character is Cadence Alero, and Cadence is based off of Haley Steinfeld, so she is the actress that I'm using as, you know, inspo for what Cadence looks like. So I really like basing my characters off of real people, because then I have more pictures to use for aesthetics and things like that, or mock covers. So then on the side we have Project Diamond and my name, which is really, really cool. And then on the back, I'm sorry, I'm not showing you. I made a little blurb that I put on the back, but I can't show you because I don't want to spoil like the main premise of Project Diamond just yet. But I did put a little bio, which was really, really fun. And like, yeah, this like editing with this just makes me feel so much more motivated. It's so fun. I just love it so much. So the formatting's like a little bit off. I can't show you like too much, but like the first chapter starts at the bottom of the first page, but I kept my formatting where it has my last name, project title, and the page number. Keeping the page numbers are really important, you all. And so this proof copy ended up being 193 pages, which is pretty decent. So that's another thing I like, is that when I'm editing, I can either go and rate my progress by chapters or by pages. So if I have a deadline set for when I want to send the second draft to beta readers, then I can divide up how many pages I need to edit every day to finish on time. So that's what I'm doing. I'm a little bit behind, but I know I'm gonna be able to catch up because, you know, with the holidays gone, the start of the new year, I'm feeling pretty motivated. If you're enjoying this content so far, please give this video a big thumbs up and click subscribe to support my channel and ring that bell so you don't miss any videos. All right, so I am going to eat breakfast and then dive into edits. All right, you all, I love my Sherpa jacket that I got for Christmas, but sometimes I get too hot in it. So you guys are seeing me in my PJs, but editing is going so well, and I wanted to share with you a couple of the resources that I've been using to help me as I'm going through my developmental edits. One of the first ones is this developmental edits checklist that I have as a freebie on my website for newsletter subscribers. But I really like these checklists because it helps me narrow in what I need to be focusing on and not be, you know, thinking about all the other things I have to do for editing. And then it makes sure that I'm not missing anything. But I have different categories like characters, setting, plot, and then miscellaneous, where it talks about things like info dumping, consistent point of view, things like that. So if you are not subscribed and don't have access to the checklist, you can subscribe down below at hollydavisbooks.com and get that freebie. And then the next thing that I'm using that is super fun that I'm really excited to share with you is this notebook that is by Emerging Green, and it is a recycled paper product. So everything that is made with this notebook is recycled. I received these notebooks for free in exchange for an honest review, and you guys, I really like this notebook. It's very just simple, but it does the job. I love the spiral bound because it really helps when I'm trying to turn the pages, and it's not like kind of opening up and closing again, so I really like that. And the lines are really well spaced. And I really like supporting small businesses, which Emerging Green is. So I'm using this notebook to take any extra notes that doesn't fit within the lines of my proof copy. So I'm really enjoying this so far. I'm really loving it. So if you would like your own copy of this notebook to support a small business and support recycled products, Emerging Green was kind enough to give me a discount code for you guys. So I will link their website down below, and you can use the code HollyDavis10 to get 10% off, and the code is good until the end of March. Okay, I have one more tip for you that I will save for the end, so let's dive back into edits. Okay, so editing's going well. I'm making a decent amount of changes and trying not to line edit, so that's why I'm glad I have my developmental edits checklist, because I tend to be distracted and want to line edit at the same time. But another tip and trick that I have for you guys to keep yourself focused is kind of something that you have to do before you start editing, and that is to take notes on your first draft while you are drafting. So I can't show you my notes, but I had this page in my story Bible called Editing Notes. Whenever there was something I knew I wanted to change or double check something, then I went to that page in my Word document and just wrote that down really quick so that I wouldn't forget it. But then I didn't dwell on editing, and I just kept moving forward with drafting, which helped me get the words out to win NaNoWriMo. But so usually when I finish a chapter, I reread the chapter, and then that helps me kind of get primed and ready to write the next chapter. So as I'm reading that chapter, I'm kind of taking notes in my mind about things that I need to double check when I am going through editing that draft. So for example, one of the things was that like in chapter 9, I noticed I went into past tense at one point, but the whole story is in present tense. So there were some times that I noticed that I slipped into past tense. So I just, instead of like wasting time changing it, I just wrote this quick note to ensure that everything is in present tense. So that's a nice tip that I like to do to, you know, set myself up for success in the editing process. So let me know some of your writing goals for the month of January and February. I am hoping to get this to beta readers by the end of the month on January 30th, so wish me luck because I'm gonna need it. I created a huge editing playlist, so no matter where you are in the editing process, you can get a ton of good advice. So I will link that down below and up in the cards. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!